Alright, test. Test? Can you say stuff?
Oh.
Okay, I'll probably have to turn that up. Or can you turn up the gain? Or is it all the way up?
It's all the way up.
Crap.
You can move it closer.
Yeah, I might have to move it closer.
It's right behind this chair.
Alright. Welcome to the plush panel. I am Anon. Wait, can you guys hear all right? Is the mic going? Is the stream working at all?
It looks like it's working.
It looks like it's working. Alright, so I still have my white gloves on from the cooking channel, but from the baking panel, but that's fine. We got a plush here. I'm here with Board Plushmancer AZG Chip. He's let me get on the other side too. Board Plushmancer AZG Chip. He posts a lot in Tempo and merch. Say hi, AZG.
Hello.
And he's got a rainbow dash here that he's gonna finish. This is 5 feet long. It's a pretty sizable mare.
Shorter than 5
It's an
feet.
inch shorter than 5 feet. But yeah, I don't know. Do you wanna introduce yourself? Say anything?
Oh.
No. All right. Well.
I'll be at Mare Fair. I'll be selling smaller ones and maybe bigger ones. That's work in progress. But
It's a derpy. They'll have like a whole bunch of these and big, like that size of a non-filly, right?
if I have enough time, I have a lot of stuff coming up in the next few months.
Yeah. So they'll be there at Mare Fair. How much would it cost for a plush like that?
Well, the smaller ones are about 700, and then the bigger ones they start at 1,500. But if it's something like this, where there's a ton of different colors, like this takes a really long time.
All right, let me get over and read the chat for a little. Yeah. It does take time. It's yeah. People get used to like the cheaper plushies that you get from like China and stuff. Russia, mass-produced pony plushies. Oh yeah, like pony plushies. You know, the majority are coming from Russia these days, like life sizes. A lot cheaper because they can do that, but it's expensive to live in the U.S. and yeah. But I think it's worth it because these mares are pretty cool. But Yeah. Does anyone in the chat have questions? I'm back by the computer, so I can read any questions you have. Someone said I have $20 and a few hot sauce packets. Is that good?
I don't.
Pin the tail on the pony. Oh, someone asked, how much is the big one?
For a Rainbow Dash, probably like 1,600 is what I sold my last one for. This one's for me though. I've made 30 plushies so far, not including the ones that I'm working on for Mayor Fair. And yeah, I haven't really made any for myself besides the ones that didn't turn out right. So I do have a big derpy, but I made that one with the wrong thread, so she's really fragile.
Alright, there are a few extra questions. Someone's saying, show us the hole, and does it have a pocket?
There's no pocket. I haven't done a pocket.
Someone said, question, you said you start at 700. What are the things that raises the price of the standard plush? Like it's an OC or a special accessories?
The biggest thing is usually the mane, because usually a pony is pretty much, the body's the same except for the cutie marks, the eyes, whether or not it has wings, horn, or none. And that usually is just small changes, but when it gets to a different mane style that has a lot of different colors in it, it becomes a lot more time consuming. Like if this was a derpy, this tail would just be 2 stitches or 1 big stitch all the way around, and then I could just throw it on. But with this, I had to cut out every single strip and then pin it all together and then sew all the strips together.
Alright, you're talking a lot slower than the questions are coming in.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm going to rush you. Someone said to put a pocket in for a heartbeat generator. Like apparently their plush has a little motor that can like emulate a heartbeat, kind of.
Yeah, I heard about those in the thread.
And someone asked, are you doing the pony patterns yourself, or did you buy them online?
I made my own pattern. I don't know if I have. This is one of my oldest patterns. I used folder paper, and this is actually the 3rd version of my pattern.
Here, wait. It
didn't work.
Can I get our cameraman to show the patterns on the wall?
Sure.
All right. Oh wait, did I miss a question? Oh, someone asked, how big can you make a plushie?
Well, right now the thing stopping me from going any bigger would be embroidery, unless I got creative with the eyes, because the eyes use up the entire hoop size, or at least for a square hoop.
So those are the, if you can see them, all along that wall. Those are all the patterns for the life-size plushies.
Well, I mean, they're all together now.
Oh, like the life-size and the smaller ones?
Yeah.
Then over there, if you can see over Bon Bon's head, is the embroidery machine that he uses to make the eyes and the cutie marks. Let's get a better look at Dash while we're here. And then he's working on the dock right now. Can't really see it that well right now, but there's going to be a dock up there.
So yeah, I just based my first patterns on just stuff I've seen and how I thought it went together on other plushies. and I just over time added or removed areas that didn't work. I can grab one of the early derpies as well. Let me do that.
Oh, someone asked what you're using for filling.
Filling?
Did you just answer that?
Polyfill.
Polyfill, yeah.
It's the only thing I can get in 25-pound boxes that I know of.
Yeah, these mirrors are big. They take a lot of stuffing. Clean your room. It's really hard when you're living with a Plushmancer and you're running 8 MLP con panels. Things get a little messy.
I was helping Bon with the cameras, so I didn't have any time to put anything together. But yeah, this is one of the earliest derpies I was actually kind of happy with. It's a lot wrong with her, but...
Oh, any tips for Anons wanting to start making plushies?
I started off with just a pattern, like a free pattern. My Little Waifu patterns. And then I just hand sewed it to see if this was something I wanted to pursue. And after that I picked up, I mean this thing kind of sucks, but it's pretty cheap, relatively.
Yeah, bring it forward a little bit.
It's just a Brother SC600, and it has an attachment for embroidery that just kind of hooks onto it, and that got me started. I got some free embroidery software from some Anons.
Someone asked to see the Derpomination. Can I go get it?
Yeah. There's no room on the table though.
Can you move the Rainbow Dash? Or,
yeah, I can move her.
we can switch to the Bond cam.
I can pick her up. Alright.
I don't know if you can see it all.
It took about this many tries to get my pattern right. All of the different heads.
Right, the camera's like borked. Hold on. Let me switch to.
This mare's heavy.
Let's switch to the Bond cam.
Oh.
Careful not to dox anything and everything. Yeah. She's got some socks on. And then I think you're just seeing mostly Bon. Sorry. Yeah, this thing's heavy. It's like 7 feet long. And then let me show you the banner. Oh, Bon. The camera came unplugged.
Oh. I don't know if you're gonna get that camera back without restarting stream.
No, I think I will. I think I might be
I
able
know
to.
it's sometimes really weird.
I'll get Bon on it. She's an expert in her craft. But let me get that out of your way. How do I get out of here? Ooh. Okay. So you would say without embroidery machine it would be pretty difficult, if not impossible, to make eyes or cutie marks.
I mean, you can hand embroider, but that's going to be time consuming. I've seen plushies slightly bigger than like one of these ponks, where the eyes are hand embroidered, but it just seems like a lot of work, a lot of time. But I mean, if you are dedicated to your mare, I don't think an embroidery machine would stop you. It might not look as neat, but you'd have a lot more soul.
How long have you been making plushies?
I started selling them in 2021. I started my pattern in
Oh wait, hold on. I think
or wait, no, was it 2022?
both feeds cut. Crap, hold on. Sorry, you can keep on talking.
It's over.
Put your hand over it? Yeah, we're good.
What was the question?
What? How long have you been doing it?
Did I start in 2021 or start selling in 2022?
2022, I think.
Okay, so I started work on the pattern in 2021. That was around December, and then I started. My first commission was in February, so it took a few.
The feed cut again.
Just-
Sorry, keep on going. Wait,
What?
no, keep on going.
They can be finicky. I don't know why they freeze up like that sometimes.
It's still here. Okay, yeah, as long as audio is there. Sorry, I think I missed a question or two. Someone said they unironically think the derp amalgam is cute, and I agree. I'm the same way. I think it's very cute.
She's pretty cute.
There's more black on this stream than an Oscar-winning movie,
Black?
like with the stream cutting out.
Oh. Yeah, but I posted a lot of the progress I've made from the beginning on I think merch, and then also, well, not merch, but it used to be the plush thread, and I think I posted a little on there, especially when I was getting my first plush. But I posted a lot on Tempo. Trying to stuff this right so it'll last a while.
I think Bon Bon got the camera working.
Oh.
And someone asked to see Rainbow Dash's butt again. Oh yeah, there was a croc reveal. People saw my crocs. Whoa. Okay, this camera does not have as much room on it as I thought. But if you look up there,
Which camera?
there's a banner. Yeah, that one. There's a banner, the Derpomination. That's going to be on the table at Mare Fair. Not for sale, just to indicate that it is AZG's table. And for those of you that requested Rainbow Dash's butt again, oh, you put, as you can see, the butt passes the pen test. You want to talk about the pen test?
Well, the butt's got to hold a pen.
Good. Bon Bon's going into low profile mode. Yeah, if the butt holds a pen between the cheeks, it passes the pen test. And for the most part, you know, with most life-size plushies you see, it's not that important. But like Pinkie Pie here would not pass the pen test. She doesn't really have anything going on. Derpy there, yeah, that passes the pen test. Was I showing that, or did I just? All right. Take this back, Bon Bon. If Chip doesn't show us his nipples, I'm going to throw such a tantrum.
Why?
Just thought you needed to hear that.
Oh, okay.
That comment.
But I got 8 of these derpies about halfway done.
Oh, someone asked, how would one start advertising himself as a new Plushmancer in this day of age? Can I? Yeah, go ahead.
They sell themselves, honestly. If you just post pictures, people will be lining up at your wherever you are.
That's basically what I was going to say. There is no shortage of people excited to take advantage of a new Plushmancer. Because right now, I always say bronies are only getting richer and more autistic as time goes on. So there's plenty of market for plushies out there. But the problem is, all the Plushmancers have a queue that's like at least a year long. So that's where the demand comes from. People will settle for a subpar plush just because it is actually possible to get one. And that's where Epic Rainbow Crafts comes in. Oh, the video cut out again.
You can bring out mine for scale.
How long does it take from start to finish to complete a 5-footer?
Well, with this one, I was making 2 of them, one for me and one for a commissioner. And it took pretty much 2 weeks. But I think I could have done it faster if I didn't spend 2 full days just sewing together main pieces and tail pieces. I had the bodies done.
Wait, I missed some good comments. Someone said the only test RD will ever pass, in reference to the pen test.
Oh.
Sorry. Do you make mares with movable hooves?
Movable? What do you mean movable?
Soapone wants you to drink.
I can do that.
Only 2 weeks. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks and he'll be done with this pony. Rainbow Dash would pass a pregnancy test? Do you think working in clay helped you when you transitioned to plush?
Maybe a little, because I mean, they're both sculptures in a way, but there's a little bit of a different technique. Like a plush, you're making the outside first and then filling the inside. Alright, this is for you, Soapone.
Hold it out a bit further.
Oh, I don't want to get on the plush.
You didn't show it on the stream.
Oh.
Someone asked what you're drinking.
It's just Bacardi. I don't have a lot of variety.
Do you add any gimmicks to your mare plush, like magnetic eyes or so on?
I mostly just do the tail dock, but I have put a magnet in one of them. It was a. Sorry, I need to get more stuffing. Yeah, I have put a magnet in a mouth of one of them, but other than that, I think my biggest gimmick is I make them bigger than most other Plushmancers, but I don't know, I haven't seen many huge ones to compare. I can show you what a regular life size looks like, at least to ERC, compared to my plush.
Okay, I'll answer a few questions. How much for the Derpomination? $1 million. Well, can I say it?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't hear this from me, even though you said I could. You just said I could say it. But the Derpomination might be a charity auction at Mare Fair, so it doesn't have a price tag on it. But if you want to put one on it and take it home, come to Mare Fair. You got another question. Do you lurk mass-produced pony plushies project at all? If so, what do you think about it? Quality, organization, usefulness of the project wise.
I mean, I followed it, but I don't know much about the organization.
It's
and
kind
dealing with the Chinese.
It's kind of a whole different beast, doing like the custom made and the mass producing, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Chinese are making the plush. All I do is make the plush, so I don't really know about international shipping. I mean, I have shipped to the UK twice. That's just a little bit more expensive and have to declare everything. But yeah, this is a Epic Rainbow Crafts plush.
Yeah.
That's
So
front
AZG's
to-
life sizes are a bit bigger than other people's. For some people, it's too much to handle.
yeah.
But if you like big mares, then I think AZG has the biggest on the market right now. Maybe not the biggest.
I
but,
think I've seen people with bigger,
all right.
but I don't know how active they are.
I will pay $1,000 for the derp amalgam. Well, that would be cheaper than normal plush, so that would be kind of sad.
Gotta think about the horses.
Do you not want these horses to get money? Anyway, Clipper asked, I was really hoping this question would be asked. Where is it? I lost it.
Don't get.
It was what's the weirdest commission request that you've ever gotten?
I've had several. Some people just straight up want something that's not pony. One person wanted a broom that was a stuffed animal but also had cat legs. Another person wanted a Fluttershy vor snake. And
Wait, no, a life-size Fluttershy vor snake, like a Fluttershy snake that could eat him.
they wanted like a snake pony, but with a zipper, and you could like go into it like a sleeping bag.
Someone asked, and sorry if I'm missing questions here.
And another person wanted a dog bed. Like a pony that's curled up, all cute like Cece. But for their dog to lie on.
Someone asked, what is the biggest plush you made and what was the smallest one? Also, any tips on how to make the manes more IRL hair-like style than the pillow style?
I haven't really worked with faux fur. I've done it like once, but like the commissioner ghosted me, and so I just never finished. Well, actually, it happened twice. There was an apple fag that who canceled his order, who wanted faux fur, and then there was someone who wanted a Brayburn that ghosted me.
Someone asked about the dock and how to keep the dock and the tail from flopping around so much.
Well, I put an actual tail in there, if you've seen my pictures on Tempo. And I stuff that pretty firmly, so the stuffing has nowhere to go. So it kind of acts as a little bit of a support. And then I usually wrap that around with quilt batting or just regular batting to make it feel a little bit less like it's just a tail over top of a more fabric. And then I kind of sew in the quilt batting so it doesn't move around, and then I put it on and then stuff the rest of the tail up to the dock until it feels right, and then I sew it on.
Okay, someone asked what's the biggest plush you made and the smallest plush you made?
This is the biggest size I've made. I mean, this is the smallest of my pattern,
Yeah, he only sells these two sizes.
but Pincushion's the first one I made. But she's patterned from my little waifu. She's really covered in rainbow fuzz.
Jargon Scott asks if a zebra plush would be more than a plush pony because of all the stripes.
Not really interested in zebras.
But yeah, it is a lot more work, so it would be trouble. And more expensive. How big can you make the plushie? I need one to satisfy my cult self-insert fantasy.
I mean, if I get a bigger embroidery machine and I get the extra wide fabric, because right now I kind of reached the limit on the width of my fabric for at least keeping the nap going down. And that's like how the little, I don't know, the fabric lays flat. But if I got extra wide, I could probably make something bigger.
Did you show Pincushion?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone was asking if you can make Pincushion ponies for Mare Fair. He would buy them for sure.
Well, it's not my pattern. They're my little waifus, and I'd rather make my own pattern. My little waifu's pattern is pretty simple, and right now I'm more focused on getting the derpies done and then getting some anons done, and I was gonna make like a big anon mare, like this big, but I have to move in 2 months, and I have to move all this stuff, and I don't know where I'm gonna move, and I don't know.
On average, how long did I feel like we answered the life size thing. Someone asked, on average, how long does it take you to complete a single life size? I've seen some makers take multiple months, while others can pump one out in a week.
I can get one done in a week. When I was really focused on it, I was able to get one of the smaller ones done, I think, in like 3 days, but I didn't sleep much. The smaller ones take less time too.
But there's always like stuff that pops up that causes delays. Like I can understand why other plush makers would get delays, because it seems oh yeah, just a week and it's done. But like figuring out a new pattern, problems with materials, problems with a part that you just finished. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Also, I do this full time, so I don't have to go to a wage cage. I just have to work on plushies all day.
Someone says,
and if I don't make enough, I starve.
Someone says, I need to know what's the umphiest mare you've done. Can I answer this?
Umphiest?
Unfiest. Like umph.
Yeah, you can.
Twilight Sparkle. She passed the test test 6 times. For some reason, her butt came out like way bigger than any other.
I'm still trying to replicate it. I don't know how.
But like she had, I'll post a picture. But she had 6 pens held together by her cheeks. It was incredible.
I don't know how I did it.
That's my plush. That's my wife. Anyway, how many different kinds of stitches and lengths of stitches did you go through before you found something you like?
Well, what do you mean lengths of stitches?
I don't know.
I just kept it mostly the default length for my sewing machine, which is about 2.5 millimeter. But I did end up switching to a straight stretch stitch, which is probably the only reason why this back's still intact. Because I just did one straight stretch stitch all the way down, and there's a lot of tension right here because the head's here, and the butt's here, and between the two there's a lot of tension. Also, the front legs at the base, there's a lot of tension there. But the straight stretch stitch allows for the fabric to stretch without breaking the thread. And so I'd recommend that if you want to do a really big mare, to use a straight stretch stitch. Because otherwise you're going to be breaking seams when you carry around your plush.
Someone said record construction process just in case. If I may. So, if you want to see how AZG puts his mares together, well, one, check out Tempo and stuff, but
Don't show.
he live streams his plush making twice a week on Thursday and Saturday nights on
When I
Twitch.
feel like it, but
When he feels like it. So, if you...
until I get banned on Twitch.
Until he gets banned. Sometimes he gets drunk and says some stuff that...
I say a lot of gamer words sometimes.
Someone really wants to know if you're able to do posable stiff limbs.
That would require some sort of skeleton, and I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to focus on the patterns I have because the cost of living just seems to keep going up, and I don't know. I need to be able to afford stuff. And if I get a job, it's just going to slow down everything for the plushies.
Someone said, say the N-word and I'll send you $3.
Nigger!
How much for Milky?
Milky? The mane has some stripes in it, doesn't it? How complex is it? She's got that.
She's got the what?
She's got that.
The... Yes?
She's got big teats. The tail looks easy enough. It's just very curly. I need more images of the, Oh, wait. What? That mane is... I don't know. Might be able to do it. I did rarity. That tail almost made me wanna quit.
Right now, so I'd say right now base price would be like, how much for the dash?
Probably like 1,700.
1,700. So it'd probably start around there, just with all the sewing in the top.
For a Milky?
Yeah.
I still gotta make the pattern too.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe more. But I'm
I
saying
don't know.
like no less than that.
I wanna make new patterns, but I need to be able to pump these things out fast enough. So I've made a lot of mistakes in the past where I took on a bunch of commissions.
He said 1,600. Now he says 1,700. You better get
sold-
on before it rises more.
Yeah, I sold the last one for 1,600, but like, I forgot how much work the tail is. So I don't know.
Yeah, someone said you should probably charge more in general. You're making your living off this, and I agree. When I bought his first life size that he sold, I bought it. It was the Twilight plush with the mega dumper, and it was he tried to charge me $500 for it. That's like almost as much as like materials or whatever.
I had a job then.
But yeah, anyway, he's learned to raise his prices and to not have a gigantic queue. So he has a few more ponies left in his queue, and then it'll be maybe opening again.
Probably not until after Mare Fair.
Probably not until after Mare Fair.
I got too much stuff going on.
But he's also learned the lesson not to take commissions from Twitter. Can avoid it. So he'll be looking first in the merch thread and tempo for people that want to commission him.
And when commissions open, if you say the N-word in your DMs to me, I'll cut off some money from the price. It has to be hard R though. Use code nigger for for $5 off. That's how I'll know it's from someone from the board.
Oh, and it's also a question of what kind of ponies you want to do, right? Like you want to make background ponies, right?
Yeah, background ponies are cute.
Uh,
I have Twilight, a sunset pattern, a half of a Lyra pattern because I made a Lyra ant that was giant. I have, did I already say Rainbow Dash?
Someone sent you money on coffee.
Thank you.
That was the guy that said he'd pay you if you said the N-word.
Oh.
Oh, if you did a Milky, how hard would it be to make the extremely large teats?
Well, the teats are mostly a ball or an oval.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you because this has been asked a lot, and I keep on skipping it. What embroidery machine do you use?
I use a MemoryCraft 550E. It's a genome machine. It doesn't have a ton of features, but it has a very large hoop size. And I was able to get really lucky with this because I found one for $2,000 on, well, I mean, no. Yeah, $2,000 for, it was a 500E, which was a step down from my current machine. On eBay, it was an open box. They didn't know what was wrong with it. And so I took a risk getting it. And they ended up sending me the next step up, which retails for like $3,400. And it has a little bit bigger hoop. But a 500 would work fine if you just need a square hoop, at least big enough to make these eyes.
All right, finish the question about the milk orbs.
The milk orbs, well, I mean the shape is pretty easy. It's just making like a sphere. Fitting them down there, that might be a little bit difficult if you want them accurate. But I mean, I'm sure it'd be doable. I haven't really delved into the NSFW, unless you count the butts. But I'm sure I'll cave eventually when I run out of money. I'm a good Christian boy. Flat spot in the tail. Is there any other questions?
I don't know. I added the Milky. Oh. What exactly is your general cost of living where you are? Is it really getting difficult? Probably don't need to go into too much detail about that.
Well, there was a roommate that moved out, so
we kind of just ended up in an area that's expensive, and yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know where I'm gonna be ended up next. I really haven't. I have 2 months to get out of here, and I don't know where I'm gonna go.
Is there anything you do with your plushies that's different from the standard?
What do you mean? I do tail docks, which a lot of people don't seem to do.
Well, yeah, and his, like...
My heads are bigger than the regular life sizes. People think the heads are too big at a life size scale, but I mean the ponies have big heads and they have big butts. So I just try to go as show accurate as I could. I mean, it's not perfect, but I don't know. Some plush makers make the head like really small. Like I think Purple Nebula is one pattern I've seen, especially with the ones with small manes. Their heads look shrunken. On a lot of them, they look a lot. They look fine with the smaller heads, and it makes them a little bit easier to cuddle. But I don't know. These offer a different cuddling experience. Not everybody can handle a mare this big. All right. That's the hard part.
He's not in California. Probably wouldn't be caught dead in California. Do you have any ideas that you would want to try on a plushie that you haven't yet done?
I mean, there's a ton of patterns I haven't made yet. But
Oh, someone asked if you
There's-
can boop the mare.
Booper?
Yeah. Yeah, where do you get your material from? Do you order in bulk?
I have not ordered in bulk. I used to get it from fabric.com, and then they shut down. Amazon owns it, and they shut it down because I guess they weren't making enough money. So the Shannon Minky Cuddle 3 that I use, you can get some on Etsy, you can get some on Amazon, but like the selection's nowhere near what it used to be. So I had to resort to going to a furry website. I mean, it's the same fabric, but I mean, I have no choice. It's Hal fabric.
2 questions. Fluffy manes / tail versus stuffed mane / tail. Any preference, and what is easier to work with? I think
Do
by
what?
fluffy he means faux fur.
I still haven't made a completed plush with faux fur. I want to give it another go soon, but I probably want to do it on something like a derpy first. Because when you get to faux fur, it's very thick, and it just makes even more of a mess than you see on my floor.
What is the easiest mane and the hardest mane you've created?
Dash wasn't too hard. It's mostly just the colors. You just have to make the general shape, have that as a pattern, then slice up the pattern, add seam allowance, and then sew each strip together. I think the hardest one was maybe the rarity, just because the tail. I had no idea what I was doing. I can grab the pattern.
That took like a solid, how long did that take? That was like a month just, no, that was like 2 weeks or something just figuring out that tail.
I didn't know how to even begin. Her tail is just like, has 2 different colors in it, and like it spirals, and this is what I ended up coming up with. It's longer than the plush. Like, it was for a smaller plush. So the tail is a good bit longer than she was. And then I ended up, because they also didn't want any wires too. That was another big thing. So I ended up making it, and then I had to like wrap it around 3 times and then pin it down. I forgot how I did it. Yeah, it was like this. Kind of like that.
Someone asks, how much to install a bomb into the center of the plushie in case of thievery?
I don't know how to.
Oh, and they like your shirt.
Oh, thanks. I got it from the Secret Santa. I also got Peanut, which is why I'm cursed to move every 6 months.
Someone asked, crap, where was it? Have you tried going to Shannon themselves and looking for official dealers? I found a dealer in my state that I can order from and get pretty much their whole catalog of colors.
I didn't see anything in my state that was within driving distance. I could probably order bolts in bulk, but I need to set up, what's it called? Tax exempt stuff. But I haven't done that yet, and I don't know if I'd be ordering. I don't know if you have to order one color in bulk or if you can get multiple colors in smaller amounts. That would work, but like, if I had to buy, I don't know, 20 yards of one color, I don't know if I could make it worth my money, because every single pony is a different color.
Someone asked, how much for a big butt pony? And then they posted this, which is probably bigger than, it's like, very big.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm still trying to work on these butts a little bit. Like I want to like, I'm still trying to figure out my pattern a little bit. I want to get the legs to kind of sit in a little bit more, because right now they spread a bit because she's too thick already. So I need to figure that out.
Someone asked, is stuffing still up in price?
I don't. You can get it at Walmart.com for about $65-ish for 25 pounds. If you go on Amazon, you're going to be paying closer to $100 for only 20 pounds. Amazon just more and more seems like not a place to shop because you can get things cheaper elsewhere. I used to be able to get most of the fabric from there because you could get it also from fabric.com through Amazon.
Is it possible to include a heating mechanism to simulate body warmth?
Oh, it's you.
There's someone that bothers him about that like every week or something.
Well, no, I just see it come up a lot.
It's an anonymous guy too, so it totally could be.
Oh. Yeah, I was in the threads when people were talking about the little heartbeat things. I think, what's her name? Lanacraft, like, or someone sewed like a zipper on the belly or something to put that in. But heating element, I mean, there's fire hazards that come along with that. I could put a bunch of copper wire in and give you a 9-volt battery.
Hey, we're 5 minutes over time.
I mean, you could probably put a heating blanket in if you could fit it. I'd be more worried about getting sued for making a plush that burns somebody's house down.
Hold on, let me check.
You could put a heated blanket in between you and the plush.
Okay, we should end soon. Oh, oops. Okay.
I just got ready to sew the tail. I got the stuff in
You took too long.
I know, it takes a while.
He wanted to sew the tail on stream because he has to like
You have to
put
really
his
get
face
up.
in her butt.
You really have to get in there
So like get in there and hand sew it.
Yeah. To
All right.
make sure the stitches turn out right, you really have to get right up to that dock. I don't know if I showed a side view of it. Well, you showed the bonbon view.
Hold on. I want to end with this. Lyrant plush. This is a picture of the Lyrant plush that you made.
Yeah, that one's unfortunately in California, but it went to some pretty cool people. It's pretty much my normal pattern with an extra leg.
And and abdomen and other stuff. But fun fact, there was one picture of Lyrant, and then AZG saw it, thought it was funny and cute, and he talked his commissioner, who was commissioning a Lyra from him, into getting a Lyrant instead. And then that's when Lyrant started spreading.
Yeah, there's 2 derpy bugs floating around too. I gave one for Secret Santa, and then one I sold at Harmony.
What about a picture of Big Pluta? Who's Pluta?
You could show one of your many pictures of Twilight's butt.
I do have a lot of pictures of Twilight's butt.
Do you have the pen one on hand?
Hold on a sec. Let me pull up my plush pictures. We have, and we got like 2 minutes left. Where's my plushie pics?
Why do you have a Twilight ant?
I don't know. It was, I don't know. Where are my plushie pics? There they are. I like this one. They're too big. Too big. Twilight's butt.
You have a folder for that?
Oh, this is a good one.
Just keep it that size.
It's actual size. Actually, I think it is. Well, I mean, on my screen it is.
What's the chat?
Extreme close up. And then this one's good too. And one more. No, that one's feet.
Feet?
I'm not showing you guys my feet. Okay, yeah, I think we have to end. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And AZG, do you want to say any last minute thing?
No.
All right. Check out AZG. Check out his live streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/AZGchip. And he's going to say the N-word on there and get banned. And then see him at Mare Fair, bring $700 for a derpy, or more for a life-size plush if he has it. And on to the next panel, which will be awesome. See you guys. Anything else? Oh, someone wants you to say the N-word again.
Nigger!
All right. Goodbye.